Here's 14 things that we know that is happening with Ark Survival Ascended. Some of these things have been mentioned on the channel before and some of them haven't. So join me in learning 14 things that we can expect to see within Ark Survival Ascended. And of course, if this is the kind of content that you want to see, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, that way you don't miss out on more news just like this. Now, what should first lead is the fact that this game is releasing in October. It has been stated it is releasing at the end of October, and Ark Survival Ascended team actually released a statement within the credit crunch, which released very, very recently. So we can expect this to not be delayed, and in fact, I think very, very unlikely that this game will be delayed, and we will be seeing it this month. Number 2 is that Ark Survival Ascended is not a reskin. They have said this game has been rebuilt from the ground up. One thing I think is important to remember is that when Ark Survival Evolved first came out, that was essentially a game built by an indie development team. The team has grown substantially since then. It's become much better at what it does, and so what we're actually going to be getting is a more polished version of a game that we all love. Remember, Ark Survival Evolved is actually 8 years old, so a lot's changed in that time, and I think Ark Survival Ascended can really blow us away with some of the changes that it plans to do. Number 3 is kind of a big one because cryopods will not be added at launch. This is something that many players cried out for. However, it has been said that all tech will be coming out in the relevant order that they appeared in Ark Survival Evolved, meaning that cryopods likely won't be coming out and the extinction map actually drops. Now, this is going to have huge ramifications for our gameplay when we load up Ark Survival Ascended, but I kind of think it's nice to know that this is happening, and we have like a really good time zone of when we can expect them to be added as well. Number 4 is something that actually surprised me quite a lot. It has been confirmed that although there will be crossplay between Xbox, PlayStation 5, and of course PC, but that is Windows PC. Steam will not be able to be crossplay at launch. Now, the bit of information that is news is that there will actually be 2 different clusters. There will be a console only cluster, and then there will be a cluster where PC console can mix. This is huge because when you start your game, depending on what platforms you own, you're going to have a bit of a choice. Number 5 is something that surprised a lot of people. There will be no movement speed modification within the official servers. You will not be able to enhance your player movement speed or your dino movement speed at all in any official server on Ark Survival Ascended. The unofficial servers will have an option to toggle this on, and from then you will be able to level up your movement speed both on your characters and your dinos. But when it comes to the official servers, there will be no movement speed, so there's not going to be any 160 rocket run movement speed within PvP. It must be said that Ark Survival Ascended is of course going to be in early access, so things are likely to change in the course of the game. Whether movement speed will come back or not is another matter and an open-ended question at this stage. Number 6 is another one that kind of impacts the meta, especially for PvP, and that's that the devs have said that they have actually gone over the cave network and the choke points in which they have and given them a slight rework. They have said that no major changes have gone ahead, but they have changed what we know of within the caves on the island. So just what kind of impact that's going to have is going to be really interesting to find out. Number 7 is that new structures are going to be added. Display cases, smaller TEK teleporters, building pieces, and major building system overhaul will be implemented within Ark Survival Ascended. I'm personally quite excited about this. I actually officially originally played Evolved because of the building aspect of this game. I love the building aspect. I think it's really cool. I think it is very, very good for what we already had, although it was very clunky. Now things are going to be reworked. There's going to be new snap points. I think I'm probably more excited about this feature than any other feature so far in the game. Number 8 is that there will be a new player assets and a revamped and improved customization for your character. So for all those people that like their character to look a certain way, well, apparently you're going to be able to spend even more time creating your character now than before. Number 9 is that there's going to be added a new Dino-Manager system. You're going to be able to view your dinosaurs in real time, their status, and of course track their location. Personally, I think this can be a good thing, because if you're anything like me, you may have lost a Pteranodon or two, and being able to find out exactly where it is on the map so you can go and retrieve it could be rather handy. Number 10 is your wild dinos. Now, wild baby dinos are going to be tameable. They are going to be in the wild. You are going to be able to see them. Now, when it comes to actually taming them, it's thought that you're going to be having to defeat the parents in battle. After that, the baby will be claimable. Exactly how this is going to happen, we don't know yet. But what we do know is it's not going to be all dinos. So every single dino within Ark Survival Ascended isn't going to necessarily have a wild baby variant. So whether this is going to be limited to just the smaller dinos, or whether it's going to be limited to the bigger cut dinos like the Gigas and Karchers, at the moment we still don't know. Number 11 is that Wildcard have said that they have deliberately gone off radar while sorting out Ark Survival Ascended, but after launch that they plan to do a 180 and fully engage with the community. Whether this happens or not is yet to be seen, but hopefully, fingers crossed, they are a little bit more open with the community. Number 12 is that there's said to be new story content added. Kind of excited about this. Yeah, what this actually means, however, we have no further details. Number 13 is that there is going to be a new minimap system, both be able to pan, zoom, and ping. This could be really useful. We've seen it implemented in a variety of different games, and I think it being added to Ark could be really handy, especially if you're not able to all be in a party at the same time. Maybe you're able to ping the enemies, for instance, or waypoints. And number 14 is said that there are going to be no pre-orders whatsoever, no early access at all, not even to reviewers. I don't know how I feel about this, because personally I would like to see the game before I buy it. There is said to be guaranteed gameplay released within the trailer that's going to be set to release before the game goes up for purchase. But when you see it in a store is exactly when you're going to be able to play the game. And for a bonus one, for anyone that stuck around to the end of the video, big thank you to you, by the way. But the game is going to be releasing with a small event. There's going to be boosted rates on release, but the very first big event we're going to have is actually going to be in December, and it's going to be called the Winter Wonderland. They did say they're going to improve the events throughout Ascended, so I'm kind of excited to see what this first big event is going to offer. There we go, guys. There is not 14 but 15 things that we now know about Ark Survival Ascended. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget we do have an active and growing Discord with Ark Survival Ascended players ready to jump in at launch. If you want to join the server and of course chat about your experience and plans within the game, then the link is down in the description of the video. But until next time, I've been a monk who's been a critically curious, and I will see you in the next video real soon. Until then, take it easy and happy gaming.